What's going on, guys? This is Tomcat9700. Today I'm going to be bringing you a free-for-all game on the map Hard Hat in Modern Warfare 3. I'm going to be using the M4 as my primary and the FMG9s as my secondary. As you've seen in a previous video, you could probably tell that quite a fan of this class setup. It's actually one of the more effective classes that I've found in the game. It just works really well for my playstyle, especially the FMG9s. They're great at close range. I highly recommend them as a secondary weapon. Like I said before, playing free-for-all on Hard Hat here. This is definitely one of my favorite maps in Modern Warfare 3. I really like it for free-for-all. I think it's probably one of the best free-for-all maps in the game. Now, and this is just my opinion, but it actually reminds me of the map design of a Halo map. Just the style of the way maps in Halo are designed. Hard Hat just reminds me a lot of that Halo-style map design. What I really wanted to talk about in this commentary is how I feel about the gun balancing in Modern Warfare 3. Now, I know a lot of people over the past years of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, even all the way back to Call of Duty 4, have had issues with gun balancing. And I feel that Modern Warfare 3 is the most balanced Call of Duty game to ever come out. I literally feel that that Infinity Ward has put quite a large amount of effort into balancing the weapons and attachments and classes to make this game as balanced as they possibly can. And in any game, there are going to be guns that are better than others. But, I know a lot of people complain about the Type 95 being overpowered. But, I personally, again, I don't think the Type 95 is too overpowered. I mean, different weapons work better at different ranges, different situations. It all comes down to whatever scenario you're in at the time for your gunfight. I mean, for example, say you walk into a room, you've got a Type 95, the enemy has dual FMG9s. Most likely, I mean, you got a 99.9% chance that the guy with the FMG9 Akimbos is going to win that gunfight. So it really all comes down to how you set up your gunfights for yourself. I mean, that's one of the things I like about this game, is that you can do well, really, with any gun, as long as you set up your playstyle accordingly. You wouldn't be constantly setting up close-range gunfights if you had a G36C, for example, or a Type 95. Another thing I wanted to address here is, as you can see on this M4, I'm using the double attachment proficiency with the red dot sight and the silencer. I personally believe that is the best attachment combo that you can run, at least on this particular gun, the M4. It is extremely effective, and the M4 does not seem to lose very much damage at all with the silencer on it. Now, I haven't tried, even though I've unlocked all of these. I just like the red dot sight so much that I haven't tried the hybrid sight I haven't really used any other attachments for this gun, but from what I hear, the hybrid sight is crap. But and about this gameplay, you know, it's not. It's obvious. It obviously doesn't have the best KD of any of my normal gameplays, but I really wanted to use this gameplay because it was, at least for me while I was playing it, it was, even though I wasn't getting a lot of high kill streaks, it was a very tense gameplay. It was a very tense and exciting gameplay. And that's what I really feel makes for the most entertaining videos is tense and exciting gameplay. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's not to say that, a 40-0, double Osprey Gunner gameplay isn't entertaining, but I think it's important to have a variety of gameplays on your channel. You can see it pick up a little nice double right there. Kill streaks I'm running in this match, I believe, were UAV, and I'm not exactly sure on the two other kill streaks. But actually, that brings up another important point that I wanted to get to. I believe that the UAV is actually one of the most important kill streaks that you could possibly use in the entire game, because knowing where the enemy is, even for that short amount of time that the 3-kill streak or 3-point streak UAV gives you, is extremely valuable. If you know where the enemy is, then it's going to give you a huge advantage. A huge advantage. So if you don't use the UAV as your first kill streak, then obviously I'm using the assault strike package in this video. I do use specialist, and I like specialist, but I've actually been starting to like assault more and more, especially in free-for-all. It seems to be very, very effective in a free-for-all game. This commentary is actually about to come to an end here, so I want to thank anybody, pretty much everybody who's watching this video. I want to thank everybody who subscribed, and if you could take a second and please like the video. Likes are always awesome. And also subscribe, because remember, the more subscribers, the more awesome content I get to put out. End it off with a nice FMG9 Akimbo headshot.